Golfers rarely give long speeches after a shot. Most of the time, the language on the course is short, almost casual, and it usually carries more meaning in tone than in the words themselves. A lot of what golfers say is really about acknowledging what just happened without slowing the rhythm of the round. Picture a common moment. Your friend hits an iron from the fairway. The ball lands a little right of the green, catches a slope, and trickles onto the putting surface. He watches it for a second, nods once, and says quietly, "Well, I'll take it." I came into golf through work and had to understand how golfers talk. I didn't need expensive lessons or endless rabbit holes online. I wanted clarity. So I built a free place to start at learngolfterms.com/start. Again, it's learngolfterms.com/start to access and download the free training. You nod back like you fully understand. Inside your head, you're thinking, wait, take what exactly? Sometimes in golf, what's said isn't exactly what's meant. When golfers say, "I'll take it," the literal meaning sounds simple. It sounds like someone accepting a result. In everyday conversation, it might mean someone is choosing something or agreeing to something. On a golf course, though, the phrase usually appears right after a shot that turned out better than expected. The player didn't necessarily hit the exact shot they intended. Maybe the contact was a little thin. Maybe the ball started off target and caught a friendly bounce. Maybe it rolled out farther than planned but still finished in a safe spot. The key detail is that the final result is playable. The ball is in a position that keeps the hole moving forward. So when a golfer says, "I'll take it," what they are really doing is acknowledging the outcome without pretending the shot was perfect. The phrase quietly admits that the result was a little fortunate. It is a small moment of honesty mixed with relief. Golf culture tends to appreciate that kind of understatement. Players rarely celebrate lucky shots with big reactions. Instead, they acknowledge them with a shrug, a smile, and a phrase like this. You will hear it after a shot that lands safely on the green but nowhere near the hole. You will hear it after a drive that clips a tree and somehow bounces back into the fairway. You will hear it when a chip comes out hot but stays on the putting surface instead of running off the back. In competitive rounds, the tone might sound slightly different. The phrase can carry a quiet edge, especially if the player knows they just got away with something. In a casual round among friends, it usually sounds relaxed, almost like a small laugh in the voice. Encouraging tone is the most common version. A player might say it with a light smile, almost talking to themselves. The message is simple. The shot was not perfect, but it kept the hole alive. Neutral tone shows up when players are focused and just acknowledging the result quickly before walking to the next shot. Competitive tone can appear when someone escapes trouble. The phrase becomes a quiet signal that the player knows they caught a break and they are happy to move on. There can even be a tiny hint of sarcasm if the shot was very lucky. The player might shake their head, grin, and say it while the group laughs. Here is a quick snapshot of how it might sound during a round. Thought that was heading for the bunker? Yeah, me too. Ball stops on the front edge of the green. Well, I'll take it. Green's a green. In moments like that, nobody stops to analyze the sentence itself. Everyone understands the situation. The player accepted the result, the group moves forward, and the rhythm of the round continues. That small phrase also serves a social purpose. Golf can be frustrating, and every player knows how unpredictable the ball can be. Saying, "I'll take it," lets someone acknowledge a bit of luck without bragging about it. It softens the moment. It keeps egos in check. It also prevents the group from overanalyzing the shot. Nobody needs a technical breakdown. The ball ended up somewhere playable, and the game keeps moving. In many ways, phrases like this help maintain the atmosphere of the round. They keep conversation light and prevent small mistakes from turning into big frustrations. Once you hear it a few times, the phrase becomes easy to recognize. It usually appears right after a shot that worked out just well enough. Not perfect, not exactly what was planned, but good enough to keep playing. And that quiet acceptance says a lot about how golfers talk to each other. Sometimes a short phrase carries the entire story of the shot. "I'll take it," and everyone in the group knows exactly what that means. If you want to feel more comfortable when golf comes up, I created something called Before Your First Tee. It is a short, focused program that helps you understand the language and follow what is happening in real conversations. You will know what people mean and how to respond without feeling lost. You can find it at learngolfterms.com/talk. That's learngolfterms.com/talk. Start feeling comfortable before the round even begins.